Guys, welcome to the Triple Option. Xs and Noles presented by Noles 24/7. It's the first film review of the 2023 season. I'm excited. Adam's excited. Kevin's excited. Commits are flying in. We just had the spring showcase, not game, on Saturday. We gave you guys our instant reaction. Now we're going to squeeze every last drop that we can. It's time to go deep into the film review. Will we confirm what we saw? Will we see something different? As always, the film does not lie. Guys, I want to kick it back to you, Kevin, and then Adam. Just kind of summarize what you saw in the spring game, maybe things you're looking to either be confirmed or denied by our little film review we're about to do here.
Yeah, I think when we left, we kind of did some takeaways about the different position groups. I remember Tate looking pretty good. Jordan Travis making a few mistakes early, but they didn't really play him that much. But overall, we know we're getting out of Jordan Travis. Lots of love went Rodney Hill's way. CJ Campbell looked good. I think a lot of the offensive line looked promising. Mm-hmm. And then I think AB had some questions on the defensive side of the ball.
Look at him. He's stealing your observations, Adam. What are you even going to talk about now?
I don't even know. He took all my thunder there. Yeah, I've been in semi-arguing with NRG Noel. Shout out to him on the message board in an article that Brendan did on the quarterback play about a specific play. So I'm anxious to kind of get into that and look at the decision making by Jordan Travis. I want to pay close attention to Byron Turner and Gilbert Edmond and kind of get a better sense of what they had going on in the game or in the showcase. I'm really excited to see maybe there's some kicking in this video we're going to use.
I know you're full of it.
Kicking. I love kicking. So, no, I didn't pay any attention to the secondary, so I'm excited to kind of watch them and listen to Kev maybe talk about the secondary a little bit as we go through this, because I paid no attention to that on Saturday. So
yeah, you were also pretty vocal about the defensive ends. So
yeah, I want to see Turner and Edmond. I want to see what they had going on.
Yeah, I'm interested too. I thought overall it was a good showcase. I thought overall this looks like a team that's going to contend. I thought the depth was better. They all looked demonstrably bigger. Kentron, Rodney Hill, Jordan Travis, after a weird little slow start, looked like Jordan Travis. I'm not worried about it. I'm focused on the trenches just because I don't think that they had their best five together at once. But I really want to focus on Bless Harris because at first watch, I thought that he looked like one of the better offensive linemen on the field. And if he can be like one of your starting tackles, the amount of combinations, like the rest that unlocks for you, very interesting. So I'm going to be eyes focused on the trenches. Ooh. Kevin, roll that bean footage. Jesus, I haven't said that in a while. Roll that beautiful bean footage, Kev. While I get over my aneurysm I just had. Woo, somebody's rusty.
All right, so the first play we get is kind of this
this is the garbage 12 and in.
Great camera angles on that first drive, boys.
Let's just fast forward.
All right, we can get there.
Let's get to the actual.
Here's Dre. Fumbling. Anything to see here?
A little flare to Rodney Hill.
See the pass, bro. How's the pass, bro?
Natural catcher of the football out of the backfield.
I think this is the second offensive line. It's hard to tell who's right tackle there, but it's a quick throw, so it's hard to get much out of the pass pro.
Richardson, yeah. See, that's another thing, too. When we break this stuff down, guys, we're always got to be cognizant of personnel packages.
Trey, your microphone got dimmer here.
That's because it's down by my neck. Yeah, cognizant of personnel packages. I'll say that again.
Yeah, and then probably not a terrible throwaway here. I think they just pounded in at this point. So, yeah, we can hop ahead. Yeah, all right, this is the first play from scrimmage.
This is the second play from scrimmage.
Second down. We're watching the highlights to kind of get
it. We'll counter Trey. Jaheim Bell gets stone in the hole. He's got to be a little better here.
Yeah, so on the inverse side of that, Omar Graham does a good job of filling this hole and spilling. So his job is to basically hit this puller as hard as he can, get the running back to bounce and give his guys time to fill. He does a good job. He wins the battle here against Jaheim Bell.
Adam, what do you think about Casey Roddick there? A little slow on the pull, or just unfortunately Jared Verse is a very quick individual?
Yeah, versus just quick. It kind of alters the play a little bit versus how the depth at which Verse kind of is there. Running back again, I want to look at his footwork if we can.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible.
No, I didn't think so either, especially for such a big guy.
Yeah, you need Bell to kind of get up in here.
And that's something. Jaheim, I don't think that's his strength. It's something like obviously one of the top transfer portal prospects. Yeah. Graham really kind of levels him there in the hole, but something he can work on.
Yeah. Meach is doing a pretty good job inside. I can't tell who he's going against.
Daryl Jackson, I think, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. But he's doing all right. You know, you want movement, but that's okay.
And look at Jackson, like we said, the leverage, getting under the pads, man. If he can do that, you can have Lovett on the other side, or Fisk shooting the gaps, because right now he's playing next to Dennis Briggs. Yeah, that's very, very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty stout.
Yeah, because FSU got blown up against like Florida and Oklahoma with those double teams on the inside. Going to be a lot harder to do this year.
Well, the thing is, it's actually blocked up really well. If he's able to make this block, you kind of have a one-on-one versus safety in space, and I think he'll take that all day. And
that's another thing too, Kev, where we for the evolution of Jared Verse, sometimes he's so athletic he would take himself out of plays.
I think he does here. I mean, Roddick does what he needs to do. Verse isn't a factor here, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It'd be interesting. It's tough because that running back in particular is non-contact. So would he have shot and blown? I don't know, but yeah. Let's see. Pass protection.
JT doing what he do.
Yeah, they hold up enough, and there is a pocket.
Lions, Farmer inside.
I think Lions lets himself get washed a little bit.
You're working a little bit of a double team on Verse.
Yeah, but Washington does a good job keeping up with Verse, keeping him inside.
Bless does a nice job.
Bless does a good job, yeah, on Peyton up top.
Mo on Farmer is a good, like he held him up real well there, I thought, which is good. We're looking for that strength from Maurice.
Looks like everybody's kind of covered up.
Yeah, I thought it was solid, dude, especially in great decision by Jordan here, obviously.
I mean, this is really impressive. Omar Graham, I just on rewatch, really impressed me. So here he's kind of stuck man coverage on Kentron. And you can tell this is kind of, I mean, JT's either looking here or looking here. And they're both being covered up. DJ Lundy out in space on a running back. They do a good job of kicking up.
And look at that secondary too, man. They're all very sticky to the wide receivers. Like this is a little bit of a change from last year, where defenses would find some kind of holes in the back end.
Looks like they're in some straight man too.
Yeah, I believe this is straight man. It's kind of hard to tell when they all release vertically if it was man or some sort of match man, but
well, yeah, it's some sort of match man because Cypress turns Kentron loose, so.
That's true.
It's not zero.
It's weird. This is one of those reps where there's good to be had pretty much across the board, right? Just a good competitive rep, and then Jordan Travis is the difference.
Great athlete does great athlete things.
Yeah. The only thing is you hope that, you know, if you're playing Jordan Travis in a real game, they sit some safety here as a spy. You know, game one, you're going to be seeing Aiden Daniels doing something very similar to this. So I would have kind of liked to see them at least game plan for that. Like maybe not game plan, but kind of just show that was there. But, you know, it's a spring game.
Right.
The vanilla nature of these things.
All right, let's show this play 7 times on replay. All right. So we got 1st and 10. And
Maurice blown up in the backfield, right?
Bless is absolutely owning. Well, who he's going against? Is it Peyton? I'm guessing it is.
It's hard to tell who that nose tackle is that blows Maurice back. But yeah, this is a clear win
Might be
for
Antavius Woody. It might be 51.
It looks like 51 to me. So
That's nice. Like, that's very positive.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good drive there.
Darius. Whew. That's that power of Jared Verse right there.
Yeah, but Darius holds him back pretty well, all things
Darius has
considered.
leverage and then is still getting.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if
fighting to get his hands back inside, but I would call that a win.
No, I wouldn't either. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I was an opposing team's offensive coordinator against Jared Verse, I'd be like, you gave our quarterback enough time. It's just the competition level is so much better now.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at Omar Graham. I'm going to sing his praises again. He sticks on a running back out in space. This is a very hard route to cover for a linebacker.
He's instinctive, Kevin, and he's we thought when we were breaking down the tape that his brain kind of made him look more athletic on film than he might actually be just because of his instincts, but he looks pretty good running to me.
All right, little jet with the counter off of it.
And yeah, it's just Patrick Payton making a play out in space.
Yeah, I wonder if this is one of those ones he's seen a few times in practice. And
maybe.
Either way, good patience, right, Adam?
Yeah. Interesting how much they were giving the ball to Dre on these jet plays.
Yeah, they're really trying to get that going.
All right, 3rd and long.
CJ Campbell. Ball found its way to the running backs quite a bit.
They really did. That's why that's what made it so hard to evaluate the secondary is
busted coverage here, Adam.
Let's see. So they're in some sort of cover 4.
Yeah, I think Lundy blows the coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lundy, I believe, should be chasing this guy out, depending on what they're running.
It's so hard to tell with the zoomed in.
He gets lost, and they end up double covering this.
Either way, he turns the wrong way.
Yeah, he's pointed the wrong direction. So
yeah,
I think that's a safe assumption that that's on Lundy.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of that last year. Too much last year. Need to get that cleaned up.
Another counter run. JT keeps it. That's a new wrinkle. I don't recall them running that off a counter before.
No, I haven't seen much counter read.
And they're skip pulling the tight end who I think it's Jaheim Bell there.
It is Bell. Yeah.
So that's also a new wrinkle for them. They haven't shown that in the past where they're going to pull the hand in the dirt Y. Or the hand in the dirt tight end. That's also a new wrinkle for them. And they're showing with Hakeem Williams there, they're kind of showing a 12 personnel look or a double tight look. Not really, it's not 12 personnel, but a double tight look with Bell or with Williams really split really tight there.
Yeah.
And Bell on the other side.
It's basically a flex sort of, you saw Johnny Wilson do that a lot last year.
Yeah. With all the odd fronts in football now, that's a good way to balance those up.
Adam, do you like the throw decision there with Greedy Vance kind of crashing in near the end of the play?
No, I just think he knew I'm not supposed to run, so I'm going to dump.
That's kind of what I thought too. Yeah. Just that I don't think he would have done that in a real live game situation.
No,
I mean, he has. I mean, that's probably technically the right read. You have a 2-on-1 out here.
Well, no, you're right. It is. Well, but he's also looking to see what's going on out there.
Well, then I got to give the cornerback some credit for blowing it up for being outnumbered, right?
Yeah, I didn't love the effort on the edges. It doesn't. There's been some. Oh, it's not effort, but toughness there. Come on, Winston, you got to block him.
Yeah, that's on Winston.
Got to get him blocked.
In my opinion,
can't happen.
On right.
Yeah,
you got to
working it out. Yeah, working out. But yeah, if Johnny Wilson's out there on the outside, I'm going to say one of those
Right, so
Somebody's getting deleted.
Gilbert's in there and Byron Turner's in on this play.
So the second defensive ends.
Yeah. But Turner's got good get off. Like, I think when he is in a pass rush situation, he can get off the football and come get it.
And he's going against Washington, who is a very good offensive lineman. I don't hate that rep.
No. You just want to see something else. Like, he gets to that point, and now what?
There's not, there's
off of that that's going to help him win.
We got to get with the Greek freak and get him some little bit of diversity of pass rush moves right there, Adam.
Yeah. It's got to get them hands work. Get them hands working.
Yeah. Interesting to see. You see Gilbert Edmond here kind of slow playing this pass rush. I wonder if he's not kind of sort of pseudo spying here. That's not his role. He comes off this really quickly.
Well, he makes an inside move.
Because there'll be a clip later where it's almost the opposite, where it looks like Turner's coming off real slow and Edmond comes off fast. So I wonder if
the slow get off is because of the tight end.
In this case, maybe, yeah. Getting kind of chipped.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And look, what's interesting is they're playing true linebackers out here as part of their, as a Sam linebacker, which you really didn't see much of last year. I mean, I made a whole video talking about how they almost exclusively played with a coverage corner out here instead of a linebacker. Now you got Kalen DeLoach out here.
Is that because they have Douglas out wide? Yeah.
You got Biscuit out there, so probably
a personnel decision. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, then that's an interesting little formational thing, right? Tight end out wide with the tight end on that lined up to that side. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just putting more tight ends on the field, seeing how they adapt to it, seeing if you can't take advantage of some sort of mismatch. And if I'm Mike Norvell, this is exactly what I'd want to see, because I get them to switch a linebacker on with a wide receiver running, across the field.
Daniel Lyons,
he has an extra second that's open
in there.
What'd you say, Adam?
Lyons he's tough to block.
He's just so quick, dude. Very explosive.
He kind of falls down here because Maurice gets a piece of him late, but he's got Roddick beat. He's beating him there, and then Mo kind of gets a chip on him. And
like see Roddick get the hands up inside a little bit more immediate, wouldn't you? Better punch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kind of lets.
Roddick's
it's passive. Wide. Yeah, it's very passive. He's receiving the blow.
Let's see.
Does it again.
False start. Ton of time. He had time. So here's the pick.
Yeah, a little tackle in, twist.
Kevin, what do you see here?
We're looking at the offensive line real quick, but if we look at the coverage, I think this is probably like 75% Jordan, 25% Span. He's open. He's open here. You hit him after this break. He waits another, second or two, and then he releases it inside.
And the throw's off.
But then you also want to see Span kind of working back towards this ball and being a little bit more aggressive. He's a little passive here.
Sure.
So I do think it's a bad ball by JT, but I think that Span kind of watches it.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Turner Farmer combination is kind of fun to play those twist games with, isn't it, Adam? Very athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm watching quick. JT's feet here.
It did get a lot of zip on the ball. It didn't look like.
I don't know. His drop's a little. He's got a gather step into a 3-step. It's just a lot for.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of an odd drop. It's like a little mini 3-step.
And then he's hitching. I'm just curious what he's.
It's that last hitch that really throws off.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know why he's not 3 and throw here.
Right, throw here.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Yeah, I'd be curious to know what exactly they're.
I think
I don't know if he was
there.
expecting like Span to be in a different spot or what, but that just to me, it doesn't look cohesive.
No.
And Span, you're kind of working with, some of your top receivers out. So some of that timing might be thrown off as well because of that.
But on the back end, as a positive, Garnett on White. Coverage, all no matter even if he did throw it out of a correctly timed break, that's a tough throw, man. Like these aren't like small windows.
I think they might have confused Jordan there. Coverage might have thrown him, which is interesting.
I think he's seeing a lot of what kind of looks like how they would play some kind of cover 4, some sort of box coverage over here.
Yeah,
where they're going to match up on these guys. And maybe he's just thinking he has more time to kind of hit this, and he's not expecting him to drop so fast. I do think you got to give Deloach some credit for he gets there fast.
I just think he's thinking, man, he's going to have the back, and decides to come off late to the curl.
Yeah,
that's probably true
Kalen.
too.
Yeah, good instincts there.
Here's Omar Graham on Toa Philly.
Yeah, I think he
caps him.
I think he's thinking he's got the back and just comes off of it too late and makes a bad throw.
No, I can buy that. I'm very impressed by Omar Graham's coverage just on this rewatch.
He looks good, man, and maybe that's some of the reason why you had a linebacker leave the room today. Like I left the game feeling really good about the state and the future of the linebacker room, even without Tatum Bethune in there. It looks like a modern linebacker room as far as like being able to coverage, trigger a little bit. They may have hit on some of these evals. I'm with you. I'm definitely more impressed with Omar Graham than I was on the first watch. And then Kalen is the real deal. He's very good. All right, here's your boy, Kev.
Ooh, Tate train.
Oof. Destroyed.
They thought they would make it even. All right, just for the viewers out there, whenever you see this guy on the field, number 91, Ayo Tufasi, do yourself a favor and watch him. Doesn't matter the snap. He will knock whoever he's in front of 3 yards in the backfield. He has some things he needs to work on, but he is powerful.
Yeah, he just runs right by 73.
It's a good call, a run blitz off the edge. Kind of gets them. It's hard to know. Do you think Preston Daniel's supposed to kind of pick up this blitzer off the edge or what?
Well, I don't think it matters because Steven Dix triggers and he's going to make this play.
Yeah.
Preston Daniels got to keep his head inside, but he comes outside because he sees that's the most impressive play Steven Dix has ever made at Florida State.
I don't know. He makes a pretty decent one.
That's incredible.
Not so fast.
No, I'm serious. That's an incredible football play by him.
It really is.
He sees grass and goes, and he doesn't stop. And we've seen too many times where he's just standing still like that. That's a hell of a play by him.
All right. And looks like the Randy Shannon factor, baby.
Yeah, we're talking all about the linebackers.
Hey, we are.
And then you get the problem with Steven Dix.
But this isn't his job.
You don't think?
No, it's not on him.
His job is to blitz here?
I don't think he's blitzing. I think he's, I don't know, maybe. You can't, how can you tell? They're zoomed in on this line of scrimmage. How the hell can you tell?
Where does Daniels come from? Yeah, it's hard to tell who that's supposed to be.
They got little bunch action, right? Florida State's nemesis last year.
Who the hell's standing outside there?
I think there's some confusion. I mean, we can't tell what's going on, but that's not how they draw it up.
Guess 41 maybe is.
Yeah, it's very free release by Daniel.
Well, we've got some guys. I mean, this is some walk-on group here, so.
In the secondary, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a counterplay. Great job by Jalen Early.
Byers is 63 on the right. Let's see how he does this play. Right tackle.
Oh,
Doubles and works up to Steven Dix.
Yeah. Very nice.
Nice. That's textbook. What are you thinking, AB?
Yeah, I hear you groaning over there, bud.
I just wish Dix would have shot that gap there.
Well, it's
Daylight shows itself. I think he's got to get through there. Instead, he
You
kind of
mean-
keeps playing over. He keeps playing over the top. Right there. Boom. Now I don't know if
Instead of over the top here.
whoever that D tackle is trying to work into that gap. I don't not 100% sure their gap responsibilities on this play. So it's
I mean, it looks like he's
go hit
working
that.
B gap.
Go hit that Daylight.
let's see who played right guard. I wish I knew the right guard there. That was a nice wrap on Woody.
I also think this is a misread by Trey Benson.
Yeah, running backs in a non-contact jersey, dude.
Yeah.
It changes so much.
He's putting his head down and getting 3.
Yeah.
Who's the right guard? You guys know that?
Jalen Early.
Jalen Early's left guard, I believe. He's the one that
Okay,
pulls
yeah, you're
across.
right. Yep.
It's whoever 75 is. He has a nice rep here on Woody.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
does.
Keandre Jones.
Well, good for him. That was a nice rep from
It
Big
was a nice
Boy.
rep.
2 transfers next to each other, Jones and Jeremiah Byers on the right side.
And then 2
call.
homegrown guys on the left, Jalen
Yep.
Early and Julian Armella. Early gets kind of beat here.
I don't
He's
know what
helping on the
Army.
inside and a little late getting back out. He's a little upright.
I would have also liked. Well, I guess Armella's. He's dealing with Dix. Would have been nice to give a little punch to the inside.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Once
He's
again,
Armel's a little too upfield there. He's got no immediate threat to the outside.
Yeah, because Dix is coming on a late release. Like, help your boy out to the inside, right?
Yeah.
Who's 90? Is that Bishop Thomas?
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah, So he played DN the whole game out there.
That'll be an interesting transition.
Yeah,
He didn't have to do much there. He just basically ran right in between those two guys.
Yeah.
It's hard to see with coverage. I'd like to see Dix trigger a little bit faster on this. This blitz is a little bit slow getting there.
Byers
It's not like it's a delayed
Anderson
blitz.
up there.
Tate steps up, though.
Yeah, he steps up into pressure.
He looked
delivers
confident,
a little
Kev.
high.
Yeah, not the best throw, but I think the pocket presence and awareness is a positive.
Well, I
there.
think that was always the thing
Ooh,
that he
there
got
we go.
most criticized for was getting rid of the ball quickly and having decent pocket presence.
Is this a sack?
Yeah, it should be.
Who's 19?
That's
Edmund.
Gilbert Edmond. So
He gets deep, dude.
it's a really nice rep by him. Well, it might just be a bad rep by Armella.
Yeah, I think that's more the case.
Yeah, he's overextended here.
Yeah. Got a lot of lean.
He's bending forward a lot right at him.
Yeah. Just got to trust his feet.
Rest of the
Stay
line
back.
has pretty good pass
Use your
pro.
power.
What's interesting is the coverage here. We saw almost none of this last year, but it looks like they're running some kind of cover too. Because he hits it right in that cover 2 zone. You can see where the 2 deep safeties were. So each one of these was had half the field. Either that or they're just really bad cover 4.
It did look like Cottrell's running out of there like it's some sort of.
But look, this corner's
two.
on the same level as this outside linebacker. So that tells me that this corner's probably not playing deep. And he's dropping like it's Tampa too, right?
Yeah.
Good throw by Tate. I have no idea who any of those guys in the secondary are right there. Except for 16. I know 16. Kevin
16.
won't let me not know 16.
He's my boy, Quindarius Jones. All right. I mean, just look at Quindarius. We look at this
Bask
man.
in his glory.
That's a true freshman right there. True freshman cornerback. He looks the part.
It's I'm speechless, Kevin. What a rep on a third down conversion.
Hey, it wasn't thrown his way.
No, it
Tells you
was
how good his
not.
coverage was.
Yeah, for good reason. 1st and 10. Hand off to Campbell.
All right, AB, let's debate this play.
Oh, is this the playing question?
Debate
No.
this play?
This is not the play in question. This is
Okay.
a play that I brought up the other day.
I think that play's already been. No, it's on the next drive.
All right. So is this a good rep by Turner or not?
I want to let
Turner's
the
the
dumb guy
defensive
look
end.
first.
Yeah, it's a good rep.
Yeah, I think so. Right?
Absolutely.
I thought so. He comes in, he blows this up, makes
Mhm.
Campbell bounce.
I'll be honest, I don't necessarily like the technique of kind of blowing up with like putting your head down and just kind of jamming
Yeah.
forward. I think there's probably a more technical way to do it, but it gets the job done.
He's physical at the point of attack.
He's got to use his hands better, I think, right, Adam? Like, I think maybe that's kind of what we're seeing, but I like that. That's a good, aggressive, hard-nosed play.
Let's see.
It's also you're gonna get yourself a stinger, brother. Put your head up.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think it's a good rep by him.
All right, they're able to double team Tafase, kind of hold him in check.
Oh, Gilbert. No, that ain't the move.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, where this looks like a very slow get off by Gilbert, and I'm not sure if it's intentional because we've seen much better.
I think, well, he obviously slips, but yeah, I'm with
Even
you on the
before
get off.
that.
I don't know. Maybe just Armella gives him too much space, too much time to think, and it
I
kind
think
of
it's got to do
paralyzes him.
with the tight end being attached.
You said that. You're right. That's been kind of a consistent thing when the tight end's there. It adds a little bit of a little bit of hesitation.
Just Morlock?
No, 86
No.
is Courtney, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Decent coverage here by that's DeMarco Ward.
Tight end
right?
room getting real good real fast.
Yeah. Getting real competitive up in there.
They're not being used the way they're going to be used. That's good.
Yeah, that's the thing. We criticize Jaheim Bell, but I don't think you're going to see him playing too much in.
No, dude, they didn't use these guys at all like they're going to be used.
But you can see, I mean, you can see Morlock off the line here. He looks athletic.
Yeah. And massive.
Good
Huge
throw,
target
Kevin.
man.
Nice soft hands by R. Hill.
So we see this over and over, and this is going to lead into the play in question that AB was arguing with a poster about because he has nothing better to do with his day. But basically, you're getting some kind of switch concept, right? So it's a wheel and some sort of in-breaking route, a post or a dig. And basically, what they're looking for is this matchup. They want to hit this wheel. Like, that is their goal. Hit this wheel. If I can get a running back on a linebacker in space, I will hit that all day.
Especially Rodney Hill, right, Kev?
I mean, yeah, this is arguably a better matchup than what JT sees, Rodney Hill on DeMarco Ward, but it's still the matchup you want on a wheel route. You're expecting your running back to win.
Yeah, and dude, Dre does his job, gets the guy out of the way. Just how you draw it up. Good. Yep. Ooh, who's Byers blocking there?
Turner.
Yeah, that's good. You gave Tate just enough time.
He locks up Turner pretty well.
Yeah, I'd like to see him drop his ass and anchor a little better.
Armella did a good job there getting Edmund out of the play, kind of getting him to delete himself.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go,
He's
son.
much more patient.
Yeah, that
Let
was
his feet
nice.
do the talking.
Early holding up well against a strong bull rush. That's just enough time for the Tatester. Not really talking about the throw at all, Kevin. Put in a perfect spot.
It doesn't need to be talked about, man.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
that it's that good.
Drink it.
But he
in,
steps
man.
up. The more important thing is that he senses the pressure behind him and he steps up into the pocket and delivers the ball. Tate a year or two ago would have held onto this ball and got a sack. But he's throwing this ball before it's open. Right? Doesn't look open.
Mm-mm.
That's development, right? That
Throws him open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
staff
trust.
is showing to developing quarterbacks.
Great execution. Against,
read,
like you
good
said,
ball.
and the good thing I like about that, it's good competition, like good competition in the trenches, good competition on the coverage, just a really good play. Jordan's got a lot of time here.
So this is a screen all the way.
Ooh, man.
So this is a screen all the way, and he doesn't make the play. But watch Daryl Jackson on this play. 6'6", 300-pound men should not be able to move like this.
Violent hands, violent quick hands. Good
He's
effort.
just moving. He's a big dude.
You think, Adam, would that play look like that if it was live in game? Like Trey, would somebody just be standing around Benson and not hitting him?
Probably not. Who knows? It's
I don't know. It looked a little weird to me.
No, I mean, I don't think that play would have. I mean, I would hope JT would just throw that ball away, or
he'd probably
throw it
ground
in the
that
dirt, whatever. I don't.
Spring
it's not
game
a play I
stuff.
want to take a chance on. Man, Bless Harris is owning everybody that shows up on his side of the field.
Let's see. So Jared versus Bless Harris.
Oh, no. He's stout, Adam. For a guy who we questioned upper body strength transitioning from Lamar, he's pretty stout up top, bud.
Yeah, I think it's been developed.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Man, if he's your starting left tackle, boys, things can get unlocked for you across the starting five.
So this is Kentron versus Fentrell.
Kentron versus Fentrell, but here's the thing. I blame this just as much on Akeem Dent. And this is going to come up a couple of times. I don't know why my pen is messing up so bad, but I think he should break on this a little bit faster. I think he's playing soft. I mean, you see him get there, but he needs help on the inside. There's no way Fentrell is going to be able to lock up a number one receiver on the outside in breaking routes. That's why you run cover 4, to take that away.
Yeah, good coverage. Awesome catch by Kentron, who's clearly developed.
This is a good throw, too.
Absolutely.
That's important.
Looks like they got some. It looked like they got a push initially.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah, they don't get the backer picked up.
This is a great. Is this Biscuit? Who's this tight end? No,
that's Jaheim Bell,
Jaheim Bell picking up Patrick
you.
Tate. That's exciting.
Darius is almost so surprised that
he's like,
yeah, what? he's like, he thought he would have to double, and Bell scoots him back. Yeah,
but this is all on Omar Graham seeing the grass, attacking, and then Daryl Jackson standing up Mo to finish it out.
Yeah, Washington's out of place too. I think he thought he was going to have to help on that defensive end more than he did, right, Adam?
I guess, yeah. I mean, it's the only thing that makes any sense. I don't know why he's got to keep his eyes inside here, though. He acts like he's overtaking. Is it supposed to be outside zone?
It almost looks like it might be.
Everything in the backfield says it's not, but.
Well, what's Meach doing?
It might be duo, but I've never really seen him run duo. The duo is different from inside zone.
Well, what's the backside tackle do? That's the giveaway for duo.
Right. It looks like he pass sets, so that would be duo, or not pass sets, but kind of fans out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. That's not zone.
Well, duo's like zone, but yeah, I don't know.
Duo's technically a man play, but in duo you would just be focusing on these double teams,
right? Yeah.
And you fan out, and then you hope the running back can bounce. If it's duo, then it's on the running back to bounce this.
That doesn't look like a double. That doesn't look like a double team for Maurice, is it?
I think the back screws us up.
I think they're supposed to double team this, and he's supposed to draw.
I think they are, but I do think Darius gets a little. I think he gets a little off balance here and can't get to Graham, but I do think the back screws it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look at Maurice afterwards. There's some confusion there. I don't know if look what he does right off the snap.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. Well, it's interesting. I don't know. Looks a little funky. Like you said, it doesn't look clean.
It's a good play by Omar Graham either way.
Yeah, it is. He keeps making them.
Yep, and he does his job there.
counter.
Good burst from Toafili.
Is that Armella? Oh no, that's Jones.
No, it's Roddick. No, that's a good.
Oh, Roddick, sorry. Good pull. It's a good job by Omar Graham, to get him to bounce.
Uses that outside hand. Might be a hold.
I think you need to see Deloach be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
But what you're really missing is that guy.
Well, 13's down in the box.
13 came from the other side of the field.
Yeah, but I don't think one probably shouldn't be there if 13's down there also.
Maybe they're rolling to some sort of like man free or cover 3 or something.
It's so tough to tell when it's zoomed in this much what the safeties are doing, right?
One of the safeties needs to be here. I don't care who it is. But yeah, I mean, you're right, AB, but it does look like one's on this half of the field.
Yeah, he is. It's interesting. Again, you just can't tell.
Right, it's hard to tell. It feels to me like one of them's a little bit slow triggering. I don't mind where he's at. I think Deloach probably needs to do a better job of seeing this bounce and cutting this off and turning him back into help.
Mm-hmm.
That hesitation there.
But I thought they blocked it up pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, this is the play in question.
Oh, good! I can't wait.
So Brendan wrote in his article, and I just said that I didn't agree with the analysis of the play. Brendan thought that the ball should go to Winston Wright because he's running wide open. But in my opinion, the analysis of the play is not the ball should have gone to Winston Wright. The analysis needs to be focused on did Jordan make the correct read? And in my opinion, Jordan makes the right read on this play.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because you have your running back matched up, and we've seen it time and time again. You've got your running back matched up on Omar Graham. There should be a rub downer on this switch route. He's clearly working this side of the field based on the coverage. Winston Wright's merely a check down. His read puts him on this. Now Wright's the next guy out. He's the slot. There you go. They run a switch with Bell and whoever else is up there. But they're working this. This is the active read. He's working based on the coverage that he's getting.
Okay.
He goes to Campbell against Graham. I think Hakeem maybe misses. It maybe is a little too wide or something here on this route and misses a little bit of the rub action you're hoping to get. But Winston Wright, in my opinion, while yes, it's easy to say right now, oh, we should throw the ball to him. That's not the read.
That's the same spot in the route where Tate threw the wheel to Rodney Hill.
That's not the read that he should be making.
This is the same basic concept that Tate Rodemaker threw a touchdown on. And it's the same pre-snap read that he's going with. He sees
it's the old adage, if you're even, you're leaving. Like,
right.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Campbell's even with him right there. He should be able to outrun and run away from whoever's in coverage.
Jordan's got guys all up in his face. He's got to make the decision now. In his eyes, I mean, does he have enough time to go through his progressions when technically, based on the rule that you said and what we've seen earlier, like his primary read is open, right? I mean,
well, the second and 19.
Yeah, part of the debate was second and 19, get 10 yards and play down and distance in situational football. You got a shot on of your running back on a linebacker. Like I don't think it just doesn't get executed here. Like I think Omar Graham's a lot better in coverage than maybe he's been given credit for, or maybe that he's even shown previously, because he's covering the hell out of the ball in this showcase. But as far as from quarterback terms, Jordan's eyes are in the right place here, and he makes the right throw.
Yeah, I guess, Adam, the question comes down to that's the primary read. Jordan felt it was open. Did the coaches agree based on the matchup?
If you think it was the right read that Tate threw a touchdown earlier,
right?
This is the same read in my mind. You have a running back on a linebacker on a wheel, man on man. You make the throw.
We've seen this umpteen times too in this showcase. Like the ball earlier to Kentron on the dig that Akeem Dent's laid on. Like this is the same stuff. It's the same route combinations.
Okay. Yep. So you're fine with the decision making. It's just execution's a little wonky.
Yeah, and I think Omar Graham deserves a lot of credit. I think he covered it up well.
Yeah, that's great coverage. You don't expect linebackers to
He's
do
there
that.
with him.
He's been doing that all showcase too.
Yeah. Omar Graham might be my king of the spring showcase so far.
Ooh. Oh, so prestigious.
I'll make a little reward.
Well, tell us what you guys think in the comments. I think that's an interesting discussion.
Jeez, man.
This is soft by Jaheim Bell. And a good play by Greedy Vance.
Greedy, Deloach.
Yeah, they're just there.
I'll tell you right now, they better figure this edge blocking out because they don't block nearly as well out on the edges as they did last season. And it's only
based off the spring game without Johnny Pittman, without Johnny Wilson. But I meant to say I got my stuff mixed together because this could be an area, an underrated aspect of losing Micah Pittman, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't have Johnny Wilson out there who's a good blocker too.
Yeah, Johnny Wilson's the best blocking wide receiver in the country.
So you're missing two of your better blockers on the outside.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. But Jaheim Bell's going to play a lot of football.
Yep,
yeah,
I'm with you.
That's not excusable.
Going to work.
Yep.
Mike's not going to stand for that either, though.
Well, it'll be interesting.
We're going to find out.
All right.
All right. So close this up.
Ooh, come on now.
Turner does a good job here.
Early does not do a good job.
Yeah, that's probably it more. Because he doesn't, Turner's a little slow. He needs to recognize that faster, blow this up a little bit more.
Oop.
Oh,
different
play. But then early lets him slip inside of him. Oh. Turner's a little bit slow.
I think you got pull right, hit right. He's trying to log him. I don't think he presents a log scenario there, but I don't know if they have some sort of rule.
It's kind of muddled up in the middle too, though, right? He gets hit as he's trying to pull.
I think if he kicks him in, who's the other puller?
Morlock.
Warlock's there on the back early. I think this play is going to squirt. It's not going to go for a huge chunk, but
it's good for 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think he got a hat on a hat in there.
Yeah, he just let Turner slip inside of him.
All right, so a little sprint out. AJ Duffy.
Good protection. Missed the throw.
Oh, looks good. Just
coverage.
Not on him.
Yeah, I think he might be throwing it away, but it might just be a bad throw.
I think it's a bad throw. He claps. I don't know if he's just. They all look covered up. I don't know. Read into the clap. Good coverage.
Ooh,
really weird spin move by Gilbert Edmond.
Gilbert's spin moves, man.
Yeah,
he needs to fix this.
He's wrong.
Back to the lab, man.
They kind of knew that was what it was going to be for him.
But look, Turner did a spin too up top that looked really slow. Do they call it? They wonder if they called double spins.
Right? What are these spins, man?
These are terrible. Dwight Freeney is rolling in his grave.
You can see the athleticism for Byers, though. Like that was almost too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, man. Veteran athletic tackle. Please do that spin move all day. Yeah, go to the lab with that one, guys.
Yeah, I can't. It's hard to feel how I feel about AJ Duffy running all the time. Because in this case, it's probably the right move. And we gave props for JT taking off earlier in a very similar circumstance.
No, I like that decision. I was fine with it.
I just like to see him make some throws downfield.
Hey, dude, coverage is too good.
Well, now you got Steven Dix on CJ Campbell.
Does his job.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard ask. It's hard for linebackers to cover running backs. That is a mismatch.
These camera angles are such garbage, dude. You really don't know what else is going on at all besides what the backup cameraman to the backup cameraman wants to show you. Zach.
I love the scene Winston Wright touch the ball on like a legitimate passing play.
What'd you think about Dante Anderson, Adam?
Yeah, here he is up here.
I don't know. I got in trouble for not name dropping him in the incident.
Oh, did you? I did not know that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, I wouldn't. He's not a guy I would expect to play a lot. I mean,
when he wins this, just because there's a blitz off the edge that kind of confuses.
Yeah, it's a deep drop. They're running some pulling play action. He just kind of runs to a spot and manages to beat the pulling guard.
Yeah, it's nothing breathtaking, but
he's got some juice to him. He's filled out.
Yeah, good size.
Not a guy I want to rely on, but I don't want to rely on Byron Turner. So I mean, it's.
I thought he's looked pretty good so far. Adam. He hasn't looked bad. He's looked serviceable.
Hold on. All right. So pause this. Here's where I want to be clear. I'm not saying that he doesn't look like he's a good developmental player. Do you want to play him for 30 snaps against Clemson if you have to?
If he's your fourth defensive end, is what you're saying? Like, how does he compare to other fourth defensive ends in the country? Like, what do you? I don't think it's that bad. Now listen. They have a scholarship to work with. The first place I'm going is to edge, but as him being your fourth defensive end, I'd like to compare him against other fourth defensive ends in the country.
But which
Leonard
team
Warner?
are we talking about? The Toledos of the world, or like the teams that they're trying to compete with now? The Michigans, the Ohio States, like they're in a different echelon now than they've been.
This is why
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna cede the point to you. I just think as a fourth defensive end, I don't think it looks that egregious to me. Now, would I like another difference maker there? Yes, but I'm looking at the kid play as the fourth defensive end, and I don't know. I'm not freaking.
Can you
think,
have some like 3-4 sets where like instead of
going
going
do stuff where Fisk plays out there and other, some of these bigger bodies are going to play the edge some.
And I think you can do that as your fourth defensive end. Like you can move those pieces around and have them play out there every other drive. You kind of keep them as the boundary side defensive end and kind of live with that. But
well, Adam, you weren't worried about it as too much when McClendon was still on the team, right? Or
I've been worried about it forever.
Have you?
Yeah,
this has been worry one for me since from the word go of this offseason. Look, this is the way I look at it, especially with Derek McClendon being gone, who I wasn't in love with as a football player, but he's a replacement level player that would give you valuable reps.
Mm-hmm.
If Jared Verse gets hurt, there is not a defensive end outside of Pat Payton that has real upside for this season. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
And they're all in on this year. I think Byron Turner looks like he's going to be a really good football player moving forward. Gilbert Edmonds shows flashes too. But for 2023 season, a season they have put a lot into to prepare for, and a Heisman Trophy candidate at quarterback, I'd be damned if I want to be in a situation where I've got to try to rely on those two guys against LSU or Clemson. Verse got hurt last year, and you were able to you really couldn't replace that production.
I just don't know too many teams in the country the ones that haven't been stacking 5-star talent year over year over year over year. Like, this is a problem that Florida State has. That is like,
I mean, the problem is LSU and Clemson are two teams that have been stacking 5-star talent year after year.
I don't know what to do. Yeah,
like, not fair that they haven't been they're having to compete against these guys, but that's where we are. It's kind of the expectations that have been set for this season. Like,
And I think we're both at the same place. Like if we have a scholarship to play with, I want it there. It's just, what do you do? Because you're not gonna. It's gonna be tough to find a difference maker at edge.
Yeah.
Another Jared
Yeah.
Verse. I mean, do you just, for diversity of skill set, do you go for like the best pass rush specialist that's out there? It's just tackling this problem now in April and May is it with the amount of investment that you've already put into this team, like.
Yeah.
Resources are not infinite. It is finite. So I don't know. I'm with you though. I think it's a weak link. And I think your point stands that if one of the top two guys goes down, we saw the double spins on that last play. They're not going to blow the world up in pass rush.
I just don't want people to think I'm like dumping on
No.
I think that the potential is clearly there for both of them. It's just, I think for this season, there's a really fine line.
Yeah,
but I think that's kind of where you're at as a program. I mean, this team, if your expectation is to walk in the national championship and beat Georgia, I think you're setting your expectations high.
That's not my expectation.
My expectation is to split with LSU and Clemson, and that requires you staying healthy.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like, if one of those, Peyton or Verse, goes down, I think you lose both those games. And I don't think you want to be in that position.
I'm with you.
The same way with quarterback.
So this is a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good, before Adam has an
quarterback.
Before Adam has an aneurysm. That's a good point. Florida State, when fully healthy, has the potential to be a conference champion and a contender for the playoffs. Unfortunately, unlike the Bama's, Georgia's, Ohio States of the world, their margin for error is much slimmer, particularly for injuries. While the depth is better from what we've seen, it's not been stacking 5-star edge rushers for the past 7 years type of depth. Is that where, as far as like the ceiling? Is that kind of what you mean, Adam?
Well, yeah. I mean, we kind of know that. I mean,
and they've whiffed on their past two defensive end targets out of high school.
They've landed like one legitimate pass rusher, and
it's catching up to
years.
This is where it catches up to you when you have the expectations that we have, deservedly so. So we're not.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
I would like to see them go pursue somebody for this year.
Okay, cool. I think that was a good sidebar. I like that. Because it's good. Because you're not down on the kid. I don't think any of us are down on the kid. It's
clearly flashes potential.
Speaking of potential, Mr. Tron.
It's a grown man play. Over a walk-on, but still a great play.
Whatever, dude. The catch is the catch, right?
Yep, exactly.
I like seeing that.
The ball's a little high, but the catch is made, so hard to complain.
Man, he looks like an athlete, boys.
He does. He's always shown flashes in practice, but it just feels like the public never gets to see it.
Bunch set. They're setting up the screen here. I
think they're trying to pop a screen and go.
Yeah, it's a screen and go. And it might be open. He's got to reset his feet because Byers. I mean, I don't think Byers gets beat here. I think he just kind of drifts that way. It kind of makes Byers' life harder.
Yeah, the pump kind of throws him off his plane.
I think this is just.
Also, look at the difference between Duffy's rep there and Tate's rep earlier. Obviously, this is experience. This is only second spring. Back up.
Yeah.
Where the other guys are stepping forward. Like he just continually shuffles back, and it's a dead play, right?
Yeah, that's what you were seeing out of Tate his second spring. And so there's time to develop and time to grow and time to move on from this. But yeah, you're right. You'd like to see him kind of step up, get a better view. It looks like Preston Daniels might be coming open past this linebacker potentially.
No, and AJ's not even looking anywhere else. But inexperience.
It's hard to tell. There might be nobody open. So, I mean.
ACC Network X. The standard in sports broadcasting. It sucks ass. All right, here we go. Nice pitch.
Tough read here.
Yeah, he makes the right read. This guy stays in, gives it to the running back outside.
Eat your heart out, sunshine. Look at that pitch relation. Love it.
Is that Boots? Lamont Green Jr.?
Yeah, he's the one that's getting red here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he runs right to the quarterback.
I think
Looks pretty
Steven
quick.
Dix does a good job here.
Yeah, who's the other backer? He's got to be coming downhill.
Marco Ward. So
Okay.
Steven Dix.
He's got see how flat he is.
Upright.
That's why this play goes. But he can't be standing at 5 yards still. Like he's got to be coming forward.
No,
Steven Dix at any price necessary needs to get outside of this blocker. That is his only job. That's why you see him sprint out here and get outside.
And if the Marco Ward's running and scraping downhill and coming forward, that he's there for this play.
Still getting there, and that's why the play goes for
10,
15 yards instead of. It's less that once he realizes it, he takes off. It's just here you can see Dix is already in a sprinter stance getting there, and he's still reading it. So that's just,
true freshman.
Experience.
Youth, yep.
Good solid run. Oh, there's Steve.
Boom.
That's nice, Adam. That's nice, Adam and Kev.
I'll tell you right now, he and Graham have caught my eye.
Yeah, playing really well. All the linebackers are playing well.
Mm-hmm.
Randy.
That's a hell of a play. That's not one he's made in the past.
It isn't. And it looks like, to me, I said this before, he looks like he's now built like Amari Gaynor. But that's not something you saw much out of Amari when he was here.
Oh.
No. Amari never hit anybody like that.
No, that's just a great
switch, man. Very nice. Development, guys, across the board. Rodney Hill.
Let's see. Adam Anderson sets the edge. Lets some of these linebackers kind of fill.
Keandre doesn't stay on his man long enough. Or should the center be? Should the center, or is that the center's bad, Adam?
He's
I think
supposed
it's okay. I think it's all right.
Passing this guy off to the
outside
center.
zone. Yeah, I mean, you'd like David Stickle to get to that, but
that's not going to be.
AO.
It's David Stickle. I mean,
okay, that's what okay, good call. Stick man, that's okay. That's a good rep from 64. You're trying, brother.
Hey, he's snapping the ball.
Yeah, no bad snaps.
Not yet.
All right, what's this takeoff? What's this?
So I analyzed this. I think he's actually behind the line. So I think
what?
This is legal.
Wait a minute. No, he's not, dude. No, the hell he's not.
Wait, is it that he can it just takes 1 foot behind, or does this?
Bro, he's like a yard. No, he's not.
No,
man.
look at the yard marker.
The yard marker's here.
Is that it? Oh, wait a minute. They were at the 22?
It's legal.
Color me stupid, AJ.
Unless they changed it, which
Yeah, look, the ball's out of his hand, and he still hasn't even stepped over the 22.
Oh, well, excuse me.
Pretty sure that's illegal. Unless they change the rule.
I mean, some
by the yellow Brett Favre crap, but
it worked.
It did work. It worked in this situation. This
I need
worked.
to see a little better get off from Hakeem down here. That's my guy. I need to see some.
Yeah, you saw this a lot.
Explosive nature.
Yeah, they are lined up at the. I don't know. They're lined up at the 21.8. Oh, dude, I might be right. I don't know. I'm gonna.
Yeah, this is.
Good job, AJ. The ref would have caught it. They were professionals.
We somehow skipped to the other video.
Oh, great.
Well, throw it up there, dude. Let's watch that video.
Hey, I wanted to talk about this play.
Oh, okay.
So AJ takes off. Do you have watch 31? Do you have a problem with 31 on this play?
Where the hell's his head at?
Watch him the whole play.
What's he doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
I got mad in the spring game watching this.
Yeah, I'm not going to get mad. I hope Randy got mad because I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if he saw like his family in the front row and wanted to go talk to them.
He's not even sticking with his man. I actually think AJ would have been better off throwing the ball here. I mean, it works either way.
Green jerseys, confusing.
He's not even covering them.
True freshman, guys. True freshman.
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
I don't know if that's a true freshman mistake.
I'm being very, very, very favorable in that.
Sure.
That was ugly.
Just like to see a little bit better effort.
EJ Manuel said he should have hit him earlier. That's what he said on the broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Should have hit who earlier?
For the guy he's throwing to. He waited too long. That's what EJ said.
Yeah, he's open here.
Powers, yeah. Yeah, he's got to throw.
I think that's the thing with Duffy. He's just taking a little extra second or two to make some of these reads. But that's fixable.
Another young tight end.
Yeah, you can see his athleticism too.
Oh yeah. Big boy too.
Very high ceiling for that kid.
Missed opportunity.
All right, then they
roll inside zone.
Nice.
All right.
Touchdown. Right. Good tough run.
JT back in.
Beautiful.
Putting it up there for his guy.
Like to see a little bit more aggressiveness out of Q here on the blitz. Looks a little apprehensive.
Yeah, I think those are growing pains.
Yep. But you get one-on-one matchup on a walk-on safety with Kentron. You're going to take that.
Yeah. Put it up
throw.
there to him.
Jordan wants a little tempo,
Throw it high so we could go get it. All right, so here's Byron Turner against Bless Harris. I'm telling you right now.
Bless Harris is good.
We found a left tackle.
Yeah.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
But here's Q Jones making a play, swatting the ball.
He's long, Kev. I like the measurables.
6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Little counter.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the first successful counter we've seen all day.
Oh, look at all that space for 71 and
21
76.
personnel.
Yeah, now you got Byers working with the first team.
Oh,
wait,
nice job by Bless.
that's
Good
not
job by
Byers.
Bless, right, Adam?
I
To
saw
wash him all
53.
the way down the line. Look at that.
Yeah.
Very good. Gets the angle, uses it. And then let's see.
A good eyes by Meach.
This is the first team offense on the second team
coming,
defense.
I think.
To be fair.
Got to keep coming here. He sees the first thing and hits it.
Yeah.
He gets a little turned around. But he finds somebody.
Come on, Trey. Block for your boy.
Oh, he's got the green jersey on. He's like, he's not
That's
fair.
true. You're right.
It's
You're
not
right.
fair.
You're
It's
right.
not
You're right.
fair.
You're
He can't
right.
deliver the contact without.
You're right, because he does kind of. He kind of does
he
act
lays
like.
off. He lays off.
Yeah. All right.
Sprint out. Yeah, good decision. Point. I love the point at the ground. It's like I would have slid there.
This just isn't fair against the second team defense.
That's not even second team. That's like fourth.
It's like we just want to have JT.
Nice to see Jaheim Bell let the ball hit his hands in this showcase.
When they actually use him like they're going to use him, he's going to be fun.
Yeah. Running a
absolutely.
crossing pattern. You can tell he looks good in space. That's his natural.
He looks elusive out there, like working around the middle of the field, you know?
Yeah, he holds onto the ball this time.
Point at the ground.
But he doesn't get a give read here. This guy stays out here.
Yeah, it's a good read.
Yeah. Yep.
He makes the right read. Sometimes that's what it's about in the spring. Like earlier, he just made the right read. Might not have been right for the game, but.
Well, it was poor edge blocking, right?
Oh, got through there.
Man. Is that 51? Is that Woody?
Yeah.
Oh, Meach, what happened, brother?
Oh, yeah, that's on Meach. He just misses him.
I don't know if he thought he was going to have help on the outside or.
Yeah, it looks like he thought he was passing him off. So they miscommunicated something there.
Still, to me, that's a legit touchdown. Jordan still got it off in time.
Meach,
Gotta love the effort by Bishop Thomas.
Now,
See that?
take a look at
on,
Mo.
ain't nobody getting home on Bless. He gonna be blessing them fools all year.
Mo holds up.
Yeah. The left side looks good.
Mo holds up on Tafase. Double team. Again, it's almost the same route. It's a little corner route against that safety.
Yeah.
I'd like maybe Roddick not to have his head to the inside so much, just in case there was like a delayed blitz or something. But I mean, I'm splitting hairs, right?
Prefer he not turn his entire body.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'd like him to be a little bit more square, but it's okay. It'll work now. What happened, Adam? What happened to good centered posture, right? Head on a swivel, right, boys? I don't like seeing the names so easily.
All right.
Brocklin sighting, little high.
And Hakeem. Just
like
easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, get him the ball so he can turn and run. He's good at it.
He's another one. He's another one of those guys that just looks like he's a step slow on everything right now.
Who, Brock?
No, well, Brock, yeah, but Hakeem.
Yeah.
This is great effort on the block here. Take this out.
Good job with early, and then Armella cleaning it up.
Yeah, that is good. And look at
this against the first team defense.
Yeah, he's out there blocking Renardo.
You got Briggs, Farmer, Peyton on the outside. There's Kalen jumping in.
Good counter against the number one defense.
Yep.
Hill looks so smooth, man.
Really? Yeah, he looks the part.
He's patient too, guys.
I made my claim.
I like that back plate too. Big back plate guy.
That's what makes and breaks it.
I'm telling you. Look good. Yeah, it's immediate sack.
Well, this is
come on.
Yeah, this sucks, dude. I feel bad for him.
It sucks that this is Glenn's first drive.
The interior holds up okay, I think.
I'd like to see Byers doing better here, though. I mean, there was a lot of hype and buzz around him throughout spring, and
he really did struggle with Patrick Payton,
which a lot of people will. But
it might be interesting that when Rob Scott comes back, you might be seeing Byers on the inside, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of dudes. Somebody's not going. I mean, multiple somebodies are not going to play.
Yeah. God, the bookends collapse so fast. Oh, is that a bad snap?
Just David Stickle.
Oh, the stick man. Stick man.
With Dennis Briggs in there putting in work.
Let's see. That's just not fair.
Oh, Julian. Ooh.
This is just not even.
I mean, this is verse, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Just a little too I get what he's trying to do in pass protection, right? Giving himself space, trying to use the athleticism. I still think you can do that while having an aggressive first step. Am I wrong there, or is this the meta for pass blocking as a left tackle? Immediately, like jump back a yard and get in your pass stance.
I mean, that's the technique they're teaching. He just kind of shoulders way forward. I mean, Jared just really works his hands.
He gets him leaning too.
Yeah, he gets him leaning, but then the hands, Jared just owns his hands. So
yeah,
it's just working hand fight.
I'm a punch guy though. I like a good initial first punch. I think you can have aggressive pass blocking if that makes any sense. But I'm a dinosaur.
The best offensive line coach in football teaches double underhooks. Get up.
Got to define that for the people.
Up there, dude. Right up in the shtits.
Yep.
Right up in there. Never call you for holding if you get up under the chestages.
I thought they were starting to teach where they just grab the outside of the shoulder pads.
That makes I don't know if they teach that. That makes me I'm disgusted at that visibly.
I've seen NFL guys do it.
Oh, that's gross, dude.
Because they've been able to get away with it.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Can't grab outside.
And if they don't get around you,
we've seen Roddick doing a lot of that in his.
I hate it. Oh, doesn't it make you sick, Adam, when you see that right off?
It does, because you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're not going to win.
Woo!
Hey,
Biscuit on DeMarco Ward.
This was a guy when he came into FSU. They thought he might turn him into a tackle. Look at him out in space, big man.
Yeah.
No, he looks good. Does a good throw and catch.
Outside zone again.
Oh, wow. Woof. Easy peasy. Toffoli looks bigger.
He does look bigger.
They put Armella at right tackle in this series.
He's next to Keandre, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're moving some guys in and around here now at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Thomas Schrader's in. Bless is in there. What the hell's Bless doing in there?
They mixed and matched all over the place.
Jiminy Christmas. That's some mixing and matching right there.
Well, he gets in front of his guy in the secondary. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't quite a fair matchup.
Yeah, left side of the defensive line, not.
It's like
not
playing Miami.
What do you think about Gilbert Edmond, though? Too deep of an edge.
Wasn't even looking at him.
He gets washed by, I think, Biscuit.
And he jumps outside and
I don't know who 92 is.
Yeah.
He hops. Yeah, that's not. He hops to his right. And there's nobody. Like, look at all that space. That's done deal. I like the assertive cuts and running, though, by Toafili.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a nice cut. Shit. I mean, poop.
When he gets space, I mean, athleticism undeniable. All right.
He does look bigger too.
All right, thanks ACC. Nice play. All right. Now we got Brock Glenn.
Are we still in the first video, Kev? We might have to make this a two-parter.
Well, the second video is a lot shorter, so
Okay.
we
We're
can
not
kind of
watching the second video tonight.
Okay, I was going to say we're an hour and 16 in. I think we're just so excited to get into the film that man, we've given you guys all of the analytics.
Yeah, we spent like forever on the first couple drives.
They needed to, though.
Is Lucas Simmons? Yeah, there's Lucas Simmons. All right. He's again. God, that boy's tall.
Yeah, he's got to
learn to play that. He's got to learn to use that length and leverage. He lets whoever that edge rusher is get into his body.
Accepting the contact.
I think it's Dante Anderson.
I think Dante's at the bottom, 96.
Yeah, you might be right. So maybe it is Bishop Thomas. So a little bowling ball gets up in his chest.
It's good coverage on a hard route.
Come on, man. Why you got the starting secondary out there against Brock Glenn?
Dude, Brock Glenn has been having the second offense against the first.
They did him dirty.
Oh, bro, really trial by fire, boys.
What? Oh, my Lord.
Everybody's...
Look, keep looking downfield, 10, man. There's balls to be thrown downfield. That's just not it. Just not it.
Get Pete Thamel's weird chest off this. He's an odd looking guy. Get this nerd off my TV.
You talking about AB?
No, not no. This is my
favorite play call. The Bishop Thomas spy.
What is he doing?
Love it.
Worked to perfection.
Look,
he got him rattled, dude. Ted was rattled.
The fear they put into Toafili's heart. All right, now we got Steven Dix playing nickel, playing Sam strong side stud on third and 13.
Though against the guy who rides Renegade.
That's Morlock.
Oh, my bad. I couldn't tell who that was. Sorry.
Defense looks like they're in this cover 2.
Oh,
yeah, more Tampa 2.
Oh, bad throw.
Morlock drops it.
Oh, come on, Kyle.
It's not the best throw, but I mean, it hits him in his waist, essentially. All right, we got 59 more seconds in that first half, and then we'll give you guys a second half video next week.
There you go. Good decision.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so we got to watch this. This watch, number 10. This is DJ Lundy, and remember what he looked like 2 years ago.
Woo, that's fast.
He looks like a different player. That's insane. If you had told me 2 years ago that was DJ Lundy, I would not believe you.
It's just the number.
That's the guy who rides Renegade.
Is that it? Maybe the number slimming as he just
yeah.
I mean, I think part of you is. I think part of that is right, but I think
he's right. He lost 36 pounds of number weight, Kevin. It's just math.
Come on, Gilbert. Give me a move.
It's
not horrible.
It's just not. It's just hard to see them next to Jared Verse and
Turner's in his face. He's going against a true freshman, though. That's still a good rep from your DNs. Yeah, Simmons doesn't extend yet, right, Adam?
Yeah, I think Simmons wins that battle. You get Tate kind of running into him. Tate needs to step up there.
Tate needs to step up. Tate delivers a perfect.
I think Gilbert wins down here on the bottom.
We got a switch route.
Ooh, look at that. While you have it paused, look at the right tackle's footwork here.
He's drop step.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
It's a little high. Like to be a little lower.
I just want to point out that we've got a switch route and a man matchup with a running back on a linebacker. Where does the quarterback go? I think that's the way they want to throw this. I think that's where they want them to throw this ball. And more often than not, they're getting chunk plays out of it.
Since they're doing it every time. Good coverage by Lundy.
It was a good coverage, a good throw. You got to catch it.
Yep.
Also, I've been singing this guy's praises all spring. Number 21. I think this is his job. In my opinion, if I were the coach, I mean, that's what you've been seeing all spring. He just doesn't let people go.
Sticky.
I mean, that's the same route, right? The guy complained about not throwing it to this little check down. I mean, it's not a given that's open. Pretty Vance does a good job shutting it down. All right. 3rd and 10. Play clock violation.
That was a better spin by 19.
DJ. Daryl Jackson is whooping somebody inside.
55.
Oh my God. He's right in Tate's face, dude.
Sorry, Quayshawn.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, there's nothing you can do about
that. That's a nice tight spin there.
Look at Turner's get off though on the right side.
Turner's close.
And who's Turner on?
Simmons.
Lucas Simmons.
Oh, but
Simmons just got to stay in his kick step there.
Oh, if you could just keep cycling in those interior guys, it does take a lot of pressure off on the edge guys, right? Like if you could leverage that in depth, that interior defensive line depth, it's so disruptive. Now Tate gets it off because of course he's a stud.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and nobody's covering him.
You got to give him credit though. I mean,
yeah,
complete lapse of the offensive line, and he gets positive yards, you know?
Yeah, Adam, you think you have a big old thing like Daryl Jackson coming up to you that fast, bro?
I didn't say anything about Tate.
I mean,
it's terrifying.
I was the one that sung his praises in the instant reaction. I think you besmirched his.
I would never besmirch.
89. What are you doing?
That Jarrell, yeah, you're not gonna block. You're not going to block Kalen. I like to see that, though, from Kalen. A lot of times our guys were contact sponges last year at linebacker. He jukes them like a good linebacker should.
And then
horrible block,
DJ Lundy. Not DJ Lundy. DJ Lundy, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's Lundy.
Coming in hot. Driving him back.
Oh, man.
The linebackers looked so good.
They all look faster. They all look more comfortable.
They really do look better.
Randy.
AB's just arguing that it's the numbers. I mean, Kalen DeLoach scored 2 touchdowns.
It's because he's wearing number 4. Thinks he's Dalvin Cook.
He looks like Dalvin Cook running the ball.
Guys, this is the hard-hitting analysis you come for. Jersey number science. All right, I think that's good.
The first half.
Yeah.
All right, how do we
Eyes are
feel?
burning.
How do we feel about our initial things concerned? One thing that I will say is much more impressed with the linebacker play, and that goes through everybody. The guys that shined initially, I thought they still did. Kentron, Rodney Hill, Jordan looked good after, that weirdo play on the pick. He looks so comfortable in the offense. Oh, I'm a lot. Bless Harris, dude. Adam's right. I'm excited about the offensive line. Once they get the five together and they can start communicating, they've got some really good guys across the board. And if that offensive line is humming, I feel so bad for opposing defensive coordinators. I feel just as good as I did on Saturday during the instant reaction, if not a little bit better, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I might feel the same way, especially based on what we saw of the linebacking core. I'm really happy. Yeah, I'm really pleased with what they put on tape. I would love to know they're getting any production out of safety. It's so hard to tell on this tape because you can't see what's going on back there. But I mean, you're getting legitimate good play out of the linebacking core, and we have out of 2, 3, 4, deep, not just Deloach and
Bethune, who didn't even play.
But there was some talk that those are the only two you're going to be able to rely on this year. And Lundy put good tape out there. Steven Dix put good tape out there. Omar Graham put good tape out there. So there's some promise there. Yeah, that room's looking better.
Adam, I think Florida State's linebackers thrive in open air and space, and they're going to get a ton of it with the interior of that defensive line. They should be kept a lot cleaner than they were last year. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I think that on the day, linebackers stole the day. Safeties were non-existent, and that's hard to tell if that's play calling, if that's just how it kind of turned out. Offensive line, I was pleased with. I think we need to do another closer look and just look at Byers. Because we did notice him struggle once or twice. I'd be curious to see if we kind of lined up all of his snaps back to back, kind of the impression we got out of it. But yeah, on the whole, I think the defense looks better than I thought that they did to begin with. I think AB made a point about on the edges, the blocking being soft. I think that needs to be fixed.
Good point. Very good point.
And so I think there's some things offensively they need to work on, but I think that's the side of the ball that we really trust the coaching on, and I think they'll figure that out. So I think I'm in a good place that I like what I saw out of the defense more than what I like what I saw out of the offense. But I know once you get Johnny Wilson back and Darian Williamson out there, that offense is going to be a completely different unit. So good things all around on my end.
Yeah, defense looked better. And once they stop using like 3 plays on offense, I have a feeling that it's so vanilla. We saw the same pattern a bajillion times. So
that's true. That is something to keep in mind. So, we were complimenting these linebackers covering routes.
Yeah.
They might just be reading those routes pre-snap. That might not be a great indication. So we do need to take that with an ounce of salt.
Yep.
Take our analysis, take your own, go to Noles 24/7. You're not a subscriber, take everybody else's, mix it all in a pot, shake it up, and come up with your own opinion. You guys are the smartest fans in all of college football. Guys, I don't think that'll be the last time we go to that film. We're going to have some other creative ways. We're going to chop it up. I loved it. I like getting back in the lab with you two smarter people than me. It makes me, I get to pretend to be smart for about 90 minutes here. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the Xs and Noles channel. Subscribe to Noles 24/7 YouTube, notifications on. Hit up Noles 24/7. We love you. We'll be back because we'll never leave, and keep chopping.